Can you hear me now? Is that better? Oh boy. Okay, so I need to start that over because you couldn't hear anything I just said. Um, so thank you so much for joining. This is a exclusive unboxing for my Patreons. So they get to get first dibs in live. This is actually a live feed playthrough of me doing the unboxing for my Patrons as part of the many different ways I want to say thank you for being a Patreon and supporting the channel. For people who are like who said, well, we'll be able to see this otherwise. Yes, you will. I usually release these videos the very next day so that everyone can see it. So you don't have to be a Patreon. You can wait the very next day after the unboxing, and then the video will be made available for you to run through. Just my way of just kind of saying thanks to YouTube for the streamers for joining and subscribing to the channel. But the Patreons get first dibs as they are wonderful people who want to back. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon, that information's located in the description below. But that doesn't mean that you have to at all. You can just say, nah, I don't want to, and I'll just wait for the next day to see the stream, and that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. So, all right, we're gonna be unboxing, like I said before in my mind silent voice. We're gonna be unboxing Veilwraith by Hall Games. I've been talking a lot about this game to my patrons are probably sick of hearing me talk about it because anything that Tristan Hall puts out is just solid gold to me. Call the Kill Forth, which is coming out in the summer. I'm all in on it. I'm just all in on it. Gloom a Kill Forth, Shadows a Kill Forth, Lifeform by Mark Chapman. I got all that stuff. It's just been fantastic and great quality components, really good gameplay. So Veilwraith is the next step in that, where the world has fallen and you are a wraith going through trying to heal the world back. But you didn't come here for all that stuff. It's just really great. As you can see, it's a solo played game. It is a true solo game, only meant for one player. 30 to 40 minutes per vignette. And we'll talk about that when we get into it. Like I said, I already know a lot about the game. I was kind of fortunate enough to be able to test it, which was great. So it's really good. The weight's about 12.0, about a 2.20 complexity. You see that gray 7.7? That's because it's just delivering now and a lot of information's coming in. So you will see it change and shift and ratings change as more people start reviewing the copies of stuff. All right, let's get going with it. So what do we got? We got a map for you. We've got an expansion box for you. And we've got the main box for you, the main deal, the main game that we're going to look at. So let's start off with the main game. Oh yes, I went all in on this too, because I know it's going to be good. So I'll just open it up. I've held off looking into this game at all so I can experience it. Yeah, it's going to be good. This stream is going to... As soon as this game delivered, I was like, oh, it was scheduled to be delivered tomorrow. And as soon as it delivered, I was like, thank you, mail person, good delivery person. I appreciate you. So the box, as you can see, is shiny. So if I move it here, you'll see my light kind of shine into it. But here it is. It's pretty shiny. It's very smooth to the touch. It says Ricky Royals review. What a game, super stuff. One Stop Co-op Shop says great game, highly recommended. And Tabletop Backer Party, hauntingly beautiful. I have to look into Tabletop Backer Party. I've never heard of them, but I'm gonna look into them to see how they're doing. So it's like how the Kill Forth boxes are, where you see the stuff here. So, a Veil Odyssey game, one player, age 14 plus, 30 minutes to play. And then we flip this over, see the back. David, welcome. Veilwraith. The hush settled across the land beneath the obsidian skies. There was a hissing from the trees as they recoiled from the broiling mist, branches curling up and twisting into ash, then blowing away on the breeze. As the stars faded in the sky, the terrible silence was deafening. Suddenly, a deepless chasm ripped the ground asunder as though giant hands had torn the earth apart. Buildings and entire streets buckled and fell into the abyss along with screaming hordes of bodies. The plates of the earth shrieked and shifted, and as the giant mountains of land that had been thrown into the sky descended, A fathomless ash cloud filled the air, and so the world ended. Veilwraith is a fantasy card game set after the events of End of the World, featuring deck building events for one player. It can also be played multiplayer with up to 4 players, where each player must have their own copy of Veilwraith. So, Veilwraith is played over a series of games called vignettes, which together make up a campaign. In each vignette, the player as the Veilwraith must collect 5 keys and defeat all of that vignette's foes, all whilst evading the watchful eye of the Archfiend. Once they have completed all of their objectives, the Veilwraith must race to reach the portal in time to escape back beyond the veil and win the game. Cool, we got some box contents. 122 cards in this game. Lots of sleeving is going to be happening this weekend, and by All or Nothing Productions, where you can probably still buy this game. It'll be great. So let's pop it open. Come on. Alrighty. So we got this opening item on here that says that tells about Gloom and Killforth. If you don't have it, get Gloom and Killforth. It's #1 for me. You got where it has the expansions of Encounters, Pimp My Gloom, and Dark Gloom. Then you have Shadows of Killforth, which is the standalone but combinable expansion to Gloom and Killforth. It's the next story that has the same thing. Its expansion Adventures, Pimp My Shadows, and Dark Shadows. Then we have Veilwraith and all the stories that I just read to you. 1066 Tears of Many Mothers, which is it's a historical battle system that Tristan created. 1565 St. Elmo's Pay is the same. 1815 Scum of the Earth, which is the Kickstarter to just finish, but it'll be delivering soon. Lifeform for people who have it, and the 2 expansions, which I do have. And then this thing. This game that that Tristan will not tell anyone what it's about. He just says it's brutal and dark and something completely different called Sublime Dark. Come on, focus. How's my camera going to be a jerk? So it says Nightmare Horror for 1 to 4 players ages 18 plus. Kickstarting summer 2021. I think my camera's being weird. Yeah, it's being weird. Let me fix that. 1 second. I'll be right back. Fix my camera good. Have to shut it off and turn it back. It'll go away. Then we'll turn it back on. And it'll pop back in. Like it should. And then this should. My zoom's funny. Oh well. Alright. We've got the Veilwraith manual. That is this summer, my good man. That is this summer. It is dropping this summer. Alright, so we've got Veilwraith's manuals that talks about how to play the game, and the entire theme is that this game's in black and white because there is no color in the world. The world has ended. So whatever's left over is just black and white. But good man, there is an index, which is great. There is a table of contents, which is great. So this is pretty cool. These are the components for so this is it's hard to explain what these are, but these are important. Very important. You'll need those in the game. These are modifiers that you get, and then these are the souls kind of that you get to live through, the ribbons of life that you continue on. We've got a dial that's on here that will pop open. The threat cards. Those are the threats, some baggies that you get. You got some crystals that come with the game that will open up. And then the beautiful, beautiful tarot card that has the chief playtester's name. Oh. Did you make it in here? Chief playtesters. Oh my gosh! I'm in here! Steven, where are you? Where are you? Steven's in here too! Alright, we gotta show this. We gotta show this. I gotta fix my camera because I want to be able to zoom in to show you this. Let me see if I can make. Okay, so it is working. Alright, so let me show you this. Chief playtesters. Look right there. There's Steven. There's Steven's name. And there's me. Right there. My name's in the book. Oh my gosh, so that's me. And there's Steven. That's awesome. Steven and I got to play this game and test it out a lot. That's awesome that my name's in here. Oh my gosh, so oh, that is amazing. Anyway, I'm geeking out. Okay, all right. Y'all want to see? So let's talk about. Let's pop these threads. These tarot cards are beautiful. So they spread out and they flip. Okay, these are dividers. Oh, he gives you dividers just like he did in Kill Force. So these are dividers to kind of split things out. I'll probably go in here. All right, so we've got threats, memory upgrades, basic memories, foes, vignettes, keys, actions, absolution threats, absolution foes, portals, in the Archfiend. The Archfiend. If you draw the Archfiend card, you lose the game. That's what's up. So we've got the Archfiend. Gotta thank Tristan for that. That was awesome. Thank him for letting me be part of the testing. Funny enough, that's how I met Steven. Alright, so we got that. We've got the cards. So we've got the round face summary. So this is the round face. This is how you play. So victory at the bottom of Veilwraith wins the game if they collect all 5 keys and defeat all of the vignette's foes and defeat the portal. So you have to defeat all 5 keys. There's a monster per each vignette. You have to defeat that monster, or monsters plural, and then you have to get back to the portal and defeat the portal, and then you win, which is fun. So these are the cards. The cards feel good. They're good cards. They will be sleeved. I have tarot card size stuff to sleeve them. But let's take a look at. So this is a memory of gloom. So cool thing about it, this is what you. So it's a memory. It's a memory upgrade. So these are things that you can upgrade. This is the Archfiend that will end your life in game. Shuffle this into the threat deck. When the threat deck is reshuffled, then once you draw this card, so when played, you are destroyed. Game over. This is the portal that you need to get to. So, place into threat area after all 5 keys and all foes are defeated. To defeat the portal, use the vignette's explore value, and if you defeat the portal, you escape and you win. These are the keys that you need to gather. You need to gather the key of light. So you can use this key. If you turn it, it basically gives you an additional action. If you flip it, you can draw a memory. So turning a key, so when you are able to get a key, and to get a key, how do you get it? You see the symbol here? You have to play 8 of that symbol. I can't remember its influence. It's been a while. So you play this, and you get, let's say you procure this key. You play this key, you can tilt the key to basically say, I'm going to use that as an additional action. You can't do it again. Once you use it, it's done. Then, if you want, you can flip the key over to draw memory. Once you flip the key, that's it. You're through. You're done. So keys are one-time burn per vignette. One-time burn. Key of love. Explore. Thank you. It's explore. Key of love. Turn. Use an additional action. Flip. Add 1 power token to an influence action, and that's what influence looks like. That's the key. We've got the key of power. Use 1 additional action, which is all. That's what all the tilts are. Then flip. Add 1 power token to fight to a fight action. You got the key of sight, which gives you to explore. Then you got the key of valor, which you gain spirit. Spirit is your life force. You lose it, you die. Here, so these are those keys. Then these are the threats, and there are different types of threats that you're going to run into. You can run into Deja, and to make sure I say it right, the Deja are Some spirits remain because of an intraceable bond with the life they left behind, and some remain because of strong magics or curses, or the tragedy of their fate. These souls are called Deja. Their very presence threatens to drain your soul unless you can help them find peace. So basically, this you need to do a 3 fight to beat this thing. When it comes into play, so grapple. So when played, remove 1 power token from your fight action, and then you can fight it. That's a one-time thing that happens. You need 3 fight to beat him, and when you beat him, you get that. So those are the enforcers. We have the Eremite, who is also a Deja. Balance, played, draw 1 power token. Discard 1 power token. So check out this guy. You have to get all 3 of these symbols to beat this card. So there are different variations of it, as you can see. Like, different things that you need to beat them with. So it varies, so you get some variability in play, so you're not saying, okay, this is all I need to do. No, you need to see what type you get to defeat them. You don't have to, you can play these over time, so you can say, I'm putting 4 to fight, and I've marked off 4, so then you can move on. Then you say, okay, your next turn, I'm going to put 3 to explore, you mark that off and you're done. Then you put 3 to influence, and you mark that off and you're done. So you can take your time in doing it, but every single time they're going to hit you, and it hurts. We've got the Fighter, which is an Anima. Anima are other more malicious entities patrol the Vana. 2. Clinging to a shadowy vestige of wrath-like half-life. Twisted anima are creatures and spirits driven by madness and evil, demons, monsters, damsels, and puppets of the Overlord himself. So this is an anima. If he hits you, he takes 1 from you. So you need 5 fight to beat him. When he's played, remove 1 power token from your influence action. So they can mess with you if they want. And once again, these vary as you fight them. We've got goblins, who are also anima. He's a coward, so when you defeat him, you remove him from the game so he doesn't come back, but he still hits you for one damage when he hits you. And it takes 4 power or some... Looks like they're all 4. Alright, this is where you see, okay, what do you get for beating them? So this is a healer. She is a Deja. But look at this. So she is a curer, so you know all the Dejas, they're spirits that are just kind of hanging around. You need 4 influence to beat her. But when she's played, you gain 1 spirit. She hits you for 1 spirit hit, but if you beat her, you get 1 spirit. You get 1 spirit back. So that's what that means, the plus and the minus. You've got hobgoblins, an hobgoblin. So Harry played, shuffle your discard pile into your deck. I'll tell you why you're like, well, that's not a bad thing. Yeah, it is, and I'll tell you why in a second. So that, it takes 2 fight to beat that, but there's variations on that. There is the Mystic. Played, reveal threats until you reveal a key. So this is pretty cool. So it'll say, reveal threats until you reveal a key. Put it in the play. Shuffle and replace the rest back into the deck. So the Mystic helps you find keys while hurting you, because, yes, she does hurt you, but she helps you find keys. So it's a good, bad thing. This is the Nymph. Art's beautiful. The Deja as well. Played, distract, remove 1 power token from your explore action. And you need 2 things to beat her. This is the guy, the reason why the shuffle back into the deck sucks. The Pariah. He's a Deja, outcast. When you defeat him, you place him in your discard pile. And when you draw him, you discard him back to your discard pile. This is a hand bother. This thing goes into your hand, like goes into your discard pile to get back into your hand, and they just waste space. That's all they keep doing, is wasting space. We have the Seraph. Defeat, place in your discard pile, drawn, discard this card, and gain 1 spirit. So the Seraph is kind of the same as the Pariah, except for it gives you spirit back. The Crazed Soul. Foes and anima. So these are the foes. Remember when I said that there are foes that you have to fight? There are threats and then there are foes. Threats are as you're going through the fauna. Foes are who you have to beat. So you can get the keys, beat the foes, go to beat the portal. These are the foes. So when he's played, you lose 1 spirit automatically. And there's that lovely star next to their name, which we'll have to look up to see what the rules are for that. I've never fought him before. I fought this guy, the Goblin King. He is another foe. We've got the Incubus. The double icon give you multiple choices to try and defeat. If that symbol star is next to the icon, then you must defeat all values listed. There you go. The Lantern Bearer. The Mad Watcher. Look how much stuff you have to defeat on her. And you get to reset 1 key if you beat her. That's the Mad Watcher. The Ogre. The Succubus. All Veilwraiths lose 1 spirit. And those are the foes that you will have to fight. These are the threats that you will face. These. Super play this game. So these are the vignettes. These are the vignettes you will play. So vignette 1. Let me break that one down for you. So vignette 1 says Lost Ruins. Your foe is the Goblin King in stack 4, and you have to create stacks, which is cool. These are the enemies that you will face. So 3 Enforcers, 3 Fighters, 3 Goblins, 3 Healers, 4 Hobgoblins, 4 Mystics, and 4 Pariah in Vignette 1. Riches. Defeated keys give Spirit Boost +1. That's the richest one. And that is the 3 Explore that you need to get through Vignette 1, basically. So basically what you do, you build this up, you build those up, you build those up. You divide your deck into a deck of 4, because there are 4 keys. There are 9 lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 keys. You divide them into 5. You then split your deck across, like you split your deck across 5. Each key goes in 1. You shuffle, and then you just stack them on top of each other. And you put the foe where it says in stack 4. You put the foe in stack 4. So and then you just put it all together, and you have to find your keys, which is cool, very cool. So vignette 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vignettes. This is how you play the game. You have Explore, right? Which goes down here. You have Fight, goes down here. You have Influence. So how this works, and remember, I'm gonna have Steven make sure that I'm right, because I'm not gonna play it, I'm just gonna show you setup. So basically you start here, and this is the order, this is the power, I believe, of what it's. So right now, Explore is at a 1, Fight is at a 2, and Influence is at a 3. When you use Influence, so let's say someone's on there that you have to beat, like this one, the Seraph. So when you beat the Seraph, you tilt this card to say, okay, I'm going to fight that Seraph with the 3 Influence that I have. Rules Lawyer activated. I will fight the Seraph with the Influence that I have, right? I'm not saying this is the order they go in. I still need to, it's been a while, so I still need to read the book to make sure I got this in the proper order. I'm just showing you for example purposes. So this has a 3. When I beat it with the 3, what ends up happening is this will go to the back of the line, and these will move up. So now it's a power of 1. So if this one comes out again, I'll be like, oh, okay. I'm not sure what to do there. So what you can do is using it this way, exhausting it's how you use it. When you tilt it this way, what you end up doing, and then a couple of them came out. When you tilt it, you say, okay, I'm going to put this +1 on it. That +1 means that the next time I use this, it's going to be whatever number I'm under +1. So remember when one of these things said, which one was it? It was the fighter. Remove 1 power token from your influence action. So now I'm going to fight the fighter. The fighter comes out, remove 1 token. I was like, so it takes it away. And I've wasted that tilt. So that's how you play the game. It's basically however, like I said, I'll read the rule book to get these set up in the proper order. But however they're set up, as you use them, okay, I'm going to fight this creature with, I fight it. As soon as that's done, shift, this goes to the back, and now it's power 1. So it's getting them up, it's getting this on it, and if I say, okay, I'm going to tilt this to put a 1 on it, and then I'm going to use this 3 to explore the tilt, then when the turn comes around, this shifts and still goes to 3 because it's tilted, it's not exhausted, and now it's worth a 4. I could tilt it again and add another 1 on top of it. It doesn't matter how much you add on top of it. You can add as much as you want to boost that power up really high, but you could tilt it all the way and it'll stay there. So now you're just saying, okay, well, I'm going to fight this guy. This will go here. I'm going to tilt this again to get another 1 on here. So let's say I tilted that one, get another 1 on here. But I still need to be able to beat this thing. So okay. Or you can say, sorry. This one's now a 4. So I was like, okay, well, I tilted. I got 5 on there. I'm going to fight another creature. So I fight the other creature at 1, so it stays here. Then the next turn, I'll say, okay, well, I'll spend 1 of these and the 3 to exhaust to beat that pariah. And that's how you play it. You're basically playing a game of how can you mitigate fighting? Because you're not just fighting 1 creature. When you draw threat, it's 1 creature per round. So if you don't beat this creature, the next round, another creature comes out. You don't beat that creature, the next round, another creature comes out. So you have to mitigate what you can do. When you first start playing Vignette 1, it's not that bad. Only because it's not that bad early on, only because you can fight what's there. By the end of Vignette 1, you are playing the craziest game of move around that you've ever seen. Like, so let's say influence is at 1, fights at 2, and explores at 3. So if I tilt this one, I fight with this one, then these 2 will change places, this will stay. If I then exhaust this one and tilt this one, then these will move up and it'll go here. And you will be playing tons of that. There will be a lot of shifting. It increases significantly as you go, but that's how you play it. These are cool because the reason why I pulled these up is because you can upgrade them. By turning, like, once you can upgrade your deck and you can upgrade these abilities. So at certain points, you'll accumulate enough points to be able to flip this card over, and this is your new ability. This is your new ability. And this is your new ability. So no longer is it explore, it's hunt. Explore with hunt, fight with assault, or influence with charm. And this lets you do a little bit more damage to where you can do that. So now it's 2 here. So the base one is 2. The next one's 3. The next one's 4. So you can upgrade yourself to make yourself stronger to be able to fight these creatures. But you start off with the base of this. Hopefully that makes sense to people who are listening. this is your deck. So as you play, you've got a Memory of Blood. So let's take a look at what buffs you. So a Memory of Blood, you can play this card to shield you, which is what the left thing is. So if you're coming into incoming damage, you can say, all right, I know I'm gonna get beat up next, so I'm gonna use, I believe you have to use 2 cards if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while to add up to a shield, 1 shield, so you can shield yourself. It's been a while for the shielding. But if you just play the card straight out, you see that middle thing, that's what you get. So that's fight. So basically you can say 3, 2, 1. And you've got this fight, which is 2. There's a monster out here, which is 4. And I have this Memory of Blood. I could commit this card to this thing, which gives me a +2 to this 2, and then I could fight it for 4. So you've got that Memory of Blood that does that. You got a Memory of Cold, which it says, ignore a spirit negation cost threat this round. So Memory of Cold is, I've got 2. This guy's out here. I'm like, okay, he's going to pound me into the pavement because I can't hit him. So I'm just going to tilt so I can get a +1. And that's all I can really do. His turn. He comes to attack me. I can play Memory of Cold. It will ignore 1 - 1 of these, so instead of taking 2 damage, I'll take 1. So that's memory of Cold. The Memory of Creation gives you Spirit. 2 cards make a shield, yep. Which give you a power token, lowers value for the shield, so 1 and 1 equal 1 power, 2 and 1 equal 1 equal power token. Yep. Memory Creation, it gives you Spirit back. So you'll get a Spirit for a Memory Creation. Memory of Heart. Use an additional action. Pretty cool. So remember, you get your turn is you can do 1 tilt action, 1 attack action, I believe. Yeah, you can do 1 tilt action and 1 tilt action to add a power token. Play any number of memories that you want, any number, it doesn't matter. And one action. So I can't say, okay, I'm going to fight this guy. In other words, I can't say I'm going to fight this guy, so I'm going to do this and this. You can't do that. You can only do 1 exhaust action per round, but you could do 1 tilt action. But you could play as many cards as you want, as many cards as in your hand. So let's say you start off with your starting hand. You can say, okay, I'm going to play my entire starting hand down, which I don't know why you would, but let's say you do. You can say I can play as many cards as I want out of my hand. But at the end of the day, all I could do is 1 exhaust action and 1 tilt action. And that's it. So a lot of strategy going on there. Lots of strategy. Memory of Heart lets you use an additional action. So that additional action means I attack, I tilt, and I have 1 extra action. I can explore. So that is the extra action you can do with that. Memory of Home gives you 1 explore, 1 addition to your explore. Memory of Honor gives you 1 to your influence. Memory of Knowledge, swap the position of any 2 actions. Memory of Knowledge, why Memory of Knowledge is good? Let's say, do this. Let's say she is out. She has 3 influence that I need to hit to beat her. My influence is at 1. If I play Memory of Knowledge, I can swap these 2 around, and then I can exhaust and beat her. So that's how Memory of Knowledge works. You can swap any 2 actions around. If for some reason there's a key that I need to get, and this is at 1, and let's say the key costs 3, I play Memory of Knowledge, boom. Or the key costs 4, I play Memory of Knowledge to switch. I do this to make it 4, And then if I have a memory of heart, oh no, I can't do it. If I had, so that would be that, and then the next round I could get the key. So that's how memory of knowledge works. Memory of might. Memory of might gives you a +1 fight. Then we've got some upgrades that we can get. These are the upgrade sets, where Memory of Redemption gives you +2 to influence. Memory of Veil gives you +2 to explore. Memory of Elements. Draw 2 more memory cards into your hand, which is pretty cool. Memory of Fear. This says, oh yeah, those are upgrades. Memory of Redemption is an upgrade, and neither is Memory of Veil. But Memory of Elements is, and you can see it because it says upgrade 1 on it. So you can upgrade your deck with these memory cards. I won't show you these ones because these are the upgrades. I want you to discover those on your own, but the artwork is sublime. Memory of Locust. Wow. Oh my gosh, look at this. Sorry, I gotta show this one. Look at this artwork. Gosh, why are you crying? So that's a Memory of Sorrow, Memory of Strength, Memory of Vision. It's Pennywise. Memory of Confusion, Pennywise. Memory of Magic, Memory of Murder, Memory of Name, add 1 power token to an explore action and get +3 on your influence. That's pretty cool. These are upgrade 2s. Memory of Gloom, upgrade 3. Discard up to 2 non-foe, non-key threats from play. Then remove this card from the game. This is a one-time burn, and it's only 1 card in the whole deck. Yep, the swoops on these things, and what Steven's saying, the swoops on these are key to the level. So you know this is a level 1 card, because it's 1 swoop. Upgrade 1 has like a really nicer looking swoop. Yep, level 2. Level 2 gets a little bit nicer with Pennywise. And then level 3 gets really nice. You know the level card that you're on with. This is the base game. These crystals, these are your spirit. So you start off with X amount of crystals, and they're just, if you played any game that has stuff like this is what it looks like. So you get a certain amount of that. And when you run out of that, you're running out of luck. But you've got a dial if you want to use that, which is cool. Very nice dial that they gave you. Okay, so let me get this in here. So excited. So these are all threats, right? Yep, threats. I want to see how well these things fit. Memory upgrades. These. Memory upgrades. Basic memories, which is what you'll start off with as your deck. Foes. Those vignettes. I'm gonna have so much space in this box, it's ridiculous. I will be sleeving these. Keys. Actions. Alright, so let's talk about absolutions. Where did I put the portal in the Archfiend? Then back in the code. Go. It must have been in the memory upgrades. It must have been in the phone. Oh. Did I put the keys? They were like writing those vignette keys. Here we go. Portal, Archfiend. That's memory bloom up. upgrades. There we go. So, Portal and Archfiend. And then we've got that stuff. So, let's break that out. Absolution. This is the expansion to Veilwraith. That's right, he released it all at once. So Absolution is the expansion. Get this open. After the end of all things, the Veilwraith's impossible journey continues. Fragmented memories of trapped souls continue to try to break through the shattered veil. In the colorless world of Divana land, spirits remain because of their intractable bond with the life they left behind. Their very presence threatens to drain your soul unless you can help them find peace. Other more malicious entities patrol Divana too, clinging to a shadowy vestige of wraith-like half-life. They are the twisted anima, creatures and spirits driven by madness and evil, demons, monsters, damned souls, and the puppets of the Overlord himself. The Veilwraith Absolution expansion box adds an insane amount of content to the Veilwraith base game. Expand your campaign up to 20 vignettes with 138 gorgeous new cards. Wow. Also included are 20 vignette ability tokens, helpful reminders of each vignette's special rules. You can shuffle the first 19 tokens to randomize the special rules of the next campaign. Let's pop it open. So we've got the vignette ability. We've got those that we can use. We've got more tarot. I don't have this much tarot card sleeves, okay? I do not have this much tarot card sleeves. Okay, so it continues on, so it doesn't. So it's vignette 6, 7, Forsaken Blade, the Plague Town, Fierce Storm, Black Gate, the Frost Bridge, the Haunted Ruins, the Failed Halls, the Smoky Mesa, the darkest dungeon. It's the darkest dungeon. The Divine Highlands, the Fell Castle, Fool's Den, Cult Pyramid, the Inferno, and the Final Barrier. So it says when you defeat this campaign, you win the game. So that's going in the. Those aren't threats or foes. These are vignettes. This will go in the vignette space. Free upgrades, threat, vignette. So if you got the base game, you just get 5. Add on to that, you get 20. Good grief. Not yet, Steven. Not yet. I foresee that you will beat them. So there's a new Archfiend, it looks like. There's an extra Archfiend that you can use. You may choose to lose 1 ribbon to defeat one of the Archfiend's threat values once per game. So ribbons are basically your life. Not your life as in, okay, I'm losing health and I die. It's your player, like, remember the old Nintendo games for people my age? Where you had 3 lives to get through? That's the ribbon. So basically, you get a set amount of ribbons to play. When you die, you lose a ribbon. When you run out of ribbons, campaign over, game over, start over from the beginning. Alright, so we've got an Avenger, who's a new Deja. So we've got new Dejas in here. The Avengers. Assemble. The Black Wolf. This art is gorgeous! The Corrupted Diabolist. Who's a Deja. Cursed Lycanthrope. Are these the creatures? These? Okay. Alright, I get it. These are the heroes from Gloom and Killforth and Shadows of Killforth. When you lose, you become Deja. So there's the Avenger, there's the Diabolist, there's the Lycanthrope, the Assassin, Diablo. This is an anima, but it's still a foe. the Guardian, the Enraged Giant, the Executioner, the Seraph, the Hellion, whatever that's, the Hunter, the Insane Savage, the Murderer, the Nature Spirit, the Necromancer, the Oni, and the Phantom. These are Absolution foes. Okay. Oh, you're no, you're a. Oh, you're an archer. Um, game looks very beautiful, as all of the games seem to. I have Gloom Kill Forth in my Amazon cart for the next time I order. It's a month. 4 games starting on June. Order it, Brian. Order it. You will not be disappointed. Then you have more foes. The Raging Lycanthrope, so another one. The Shade, like I said, Fallen Heroes of Kilforth. The Vampire. The Veil Seer. The Witch Doctor, are all foes. And then we get the threats. So these are foes. Okay. Then we go to threats. The Alchemist. The Believer. I'm a believer. Brave. The Butcher. Champion. Look at this artwork. Changer. The Cavalier. Cutthroat. The Engineer. Explorer. These things are hard too. I'm looking at these counts of stuff. We look at the Joker. To beat him, you need 8 fight. 8. 8. Veilwraiths may not combine, and he hits you for 2 every time he hits you. That's rough. Defeat. Add 1 memory from your discard pile to your hand. The Lawmaker, the Noble, the Oathsworn. Looking forward to that game. Principal, the Redeemer, Savior, Scribe, Shroud Mage. Combine as a shield. Okay. Sufferer. Thief. The Sufferer is the Yakuza. The Traveler. The Veil Breaker. The Victim of Murder. The Victor, who is probably the murderer of the victim of murder. The Victor. And the Watcher. So these are the Absolution threats. This entire thing is going to fill out once I sleeve those. So, but there's a lot of room left. So you are an Archfiend. We will go with the Archfiend and the Portal. Hey, Kurova, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Here it is, Archfiend and Portal. Here. Then we have the round summary, which will go in the front, and I'll sleeve that as well. Got that. Guys, pop in. The Ribbons of Life. Pop all of those out. Toss. That's there. This is ready to toss. Yes. This. Important counters that you need. And they give you bags to put all this stuff in, so I could probably be a little bit more prescriptive with this. So I'll put these in here so I don't lose them. We'll go. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. That's okay. When I sleeve them, it'll be alright. Here. And these are pretty good stock cardboard pieces, too. I ain't mad at them for this. That. The ribbons. Place for everything in its place. See the ribbons. I'm gonna pop these out. To like just fall out easily. Okay, toss stuff. These in here, so you do have enough to put what you need. There's no dice in this game; it's all card draw. So, thank you, Tristan. Go here. Put all this here. That guy. Look at this. Kickstarter Summer 2021 Sublime Dark. You have no idea how long Steve and I have been waiting for that game. Absolution's in. This is in. Now let's get the mat out. Side. Game mat. Rolls out so nice. And it's double-sided. Tristan, you are awesome. So let's get the game mat out. Because neoprene is my life. There is the game mat. This is one side of it. Look how beautiful it is. So the threat discard, the threat deck goes here. Your vignette goes here. The ability of your vignette will go here, which we'll use those for. Memory discard, your memory cards. These are your actions where it was like, you know, the explore, influence, and fight. So those will go here. The power tokens, so these will go 1, 2, 3. So this is the threat area where the monsters come in. If you get keys, this is where you put your keys. Once the portal and archfiend show up, that's where this goes. And then foe discard comes over here. So once you beat foes, so threats go over here. Once you beat foes, they go over here in this discard. But this is the portal and archfiend location. Then this is your spirit dial. That circular thing that I showed you, that's where that goes. So if you don't want to use the little chips, you can use that. And that's where it fits. And this is gorgeous. This artwork is beautiful. Like, I don't know if y'all are getting the full gist of how beautiful this is. This is gorgeous. And then we'll flip it over. Oh my gosh. Look at that. And it feels good, right? It feels really good. There's no fraying. I don't feel any fraying on it. It's really well knit up. So it looks really, really good. And it fits on screen. This is the entire play area. There's nothing that's going to be over here, or over here, or over here. Everything happens on the play area. I'm in love with the other side. I love this. I think this side is fantastic. So it fits on the screen perfectly. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. This is just gorgeous. Yeah, their playmats are really nice. So, and it feels good. It's very heavy, so it's holding itself down. I'm gonna roll it up so this side is always on top first. These playmats are all or nothing playmates. I think that's a different string. So these go on here. So for instance, if you set this up, pop this out. Let's see how long it takes to get to the table. You get your dial. Spirit dial. That's gonna go here. 3 tokens. 1, 2, 3. Go there. Get your cards. Lay them all out the way you need to. Get your vignette. You select your ability, and you're ready to go. Everything fits perfectly, and it looks gorgeous. The dial is pretty cool too. I like the dial a lot. It moves smooth. It's not loose. It's actually pretty tight, spot on there. So it looks really good. Like you could get up to 20 spirit max. Nice. So I'm going to be learning this game to play it next week. This game is coming next week. because this is I've been ridiculously excited to play this game. I'm super amped that like our names are in the are in the playtester's book. I gotta thank Tristan for that. That was awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Alright, so that's the unboxing. Yeah, I gotta roll it. Well, I'll put it back up there. But this is gorgeous. This is so gorgeous. Let's find out. You don't want to have a box laying around. Yep. Okay, so this is Veilwraith by Tristan Hall, and Hall or Nothing Productions. I'm sure that if you're interested, if you're like, hey, I didn't back the Kickstarter, how can I get this game? They're delivering to backers right now. I know QML said that they've delivered everything to every backer. That means that if it's in the store, you will not if it runs out in the store, you're not going to be able to get it again until the Call to Kill 4th Kickstarter, where you can order this as kind of like a, okay, give me another printing of this, please. So go there now. You can go to hallornothingproductions.com or search them on Google, Hall or Nothing Productions. Go to their store, and if there are any left in stock, you can purchase them and get it. I will be playing this game next week. Game is coming to the stream next week. So look for it then. It will be happening. It's going to be good. I'm super excited. This is great. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you, Patreons. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. For those watching, thank you, my YouTube subscribers. I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a good, safe weekend. I'm going to go learn Veilwraith, and I will see y'all on Sunday for the next playthrough. Bye.